Good morning or good afternoon, depending on your location. This is the introduction to Issue Forum 3, making your CAG relevant, improving your value in the free information age. We all know that the world has changed rapidly over the past few years, and it has especially changed quickly over the past few months. This affects us as CAGs. We know we can't be everything to everybody, especially during these changing times. But we can change ourselves, change our organization to remain relevant and important to all of our members. So let's look at the different ways that some of our members view things. Let's start with our newsletter.
Let's check in with veteran educator Mr. Butler at the mailbox. What do you have there?
Oh, this is my organization's quarterly magazine. It is fantastic. It's loaded with all these teaching tips. It has opportunities for professional development. I get to learn about all of my great colleagues and what they're doing. I look forward to it every quarter. It's fantastic. Now, let's see another perspective on the very same newsletter.
Second year teacher Brian is receiving his organizational magazine in the mail. Why the puzzle look?
Why do we spend money on this? I don't care. If this is like printed Facebook, like I don't know anyone who reads these things. Send it in a tweet. Otherwise, unfortunately, magazines, there's only one place they go, where all the rest of them end up.
That was quite a difference. Now let's look at a different take on science resources.
Oh, hey.
Sorry to interrupt. I see you're doing some light gardening. I'm doing some research and want to know what is the best feature of your science organization.
The best feature of my science organization. You know, they're kind of all over the place. They send some emails. I see some tweets every now and then. I get this little online newsletter, but what do they really do? That's a tough one. That's hard. I'm gonna have to think on that and get back to you.
That's not very good. Let's head down to the pool and see if we can find a different perspective.
Oh, hey.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's the best feature of your science association?
My science association. Gosh, I haven't thought about them much in the summer, but I would say the amazing resources they provide. I can find all the teaching ideas and phenomena and 3D science lessons that I need all in one place. It is awesome. I recommend everybody join my science association.
Well, those were definitely two different perspectives on the value of the resources provided by organizations. Now let's go change the setting a little bit and find some educators doing something else with their summer and get their perspective on one of the things that has changed the most: conferences.
Ah, I see you're strumming away. As a new teacher, I have a question. What role does your organization's conference play in your professional development?
Conference. I haven't been to one of those yet. I'd like to, but I just can't get away. I mean, I've got young kids, and the other half, there's no way she's going to let me leave and go to a conference. This is the only alone time I get. So, I don't know. Maybe if our organization did some conferences that were virtual or shorter term, like drive in for a couple hours and leave, that might work. But I'm going to get back to this. This is the only time I have.
That didn't sound very promising. Hopefully, someone else has a different perspective on conferences.
Excuse me, I see you're tuning a piano, but I have a question for you, and I wanted the perspective of a longtime educator. What role does your organization's conference play at your professional development?
My organization's conference is a phenomenal event. It is where I get to connect with educators every year. It rejuvenates me. It is the most fantastic professional development experience of the year. I look forward to it and I encourage everybody to attend our state conference. It really is an amazing, amazing, amazing thing. That is exactly how I feel about conferences, which is why this year has been so difficult. Now let's move on to another area that many of our organizations work in, advocacy.
Oh, I see you're doing a little light reading. I have a question for you. You're an educator, right?
Why, yes, I am.
How should your state organization promote science and advocate for science?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. You know, science is so important, especially in today's world, and my state organization takes the lead. They are the experts in science education. Members of the state legislature reach out to our members to get our take on how legislation and policy should proceed. Advocacy is so important, and as a united voice, we can accomplish so much, and that is what our state organization provides. Wow, he spends his summer reading the dictionary. That's interesting. Oh well, I do appreciate his perspective on advocacy. Now, let's look at another perspective on advocacy.
I see you're writing lesson plans.
Yeah, that's what I do every summer. I try to get ahead so that I'm better prepared for next year. There's just so much going on. I don't have time to do this during the year, so I try to do as much as I can in the summer.
Well, how should your state organization promote science and advocate for science?
Can we advocate for teachers doing less? I mean, I know my state organization is all about promoting science, but I'm at my wit's end. I don't have any time, and I don't think these people at our state capitol care. So what difference does it make? If they want to advocate for something, they can advocate for us not having to work so hard on meaningless tasks. Obviously, the COVID-inspired solo performance you just observed is not representative of all the members of your organization. These scenarios were designed to provide you with an opportunity to consider who your present members are, what they are receiving from your organization, as well as getting you to think about what they may not be receiving that they desire. This issue forum, Hello Members, Making Your CAG Relevant and Proving Your Value in the Information Age, will focus on evaluating your current organizational priorities, collaborating with other CAGs to discuss ways to increase membership and member engagement, as well as developing motions for NSTA and developing next steps to improve your organization's effectiveness. We look forward to working with you in the coming hours and tomorrow.